Hello and welcome to What Are You Saying? #Ways, where we talk about topics in the news as it affects us all. I am Osayo Miss Sally, and today it's supposed to be our ladies' night out, or we have a ladies' man in the house. Down here.
Incidentally.
The building. Glory, how are you, lady?
I'm fine. Good evening.
So tell us about you. Who is Glory?
Glory is an accountant, a financial. So I don't know why a lot of people think so. I think to a larger extent.
It's difficult finding a picture for the flyer.
So I talk about finance and lifestyle generally.
Awesome.
A bit under the weather, but I'm here.
You cannot sneeze around us.
No, you can't.
You cannot cough.
Well, maybe that's the reason why I'm sitting at this edge, right?
Traffic jam. I have no one to blame but myself. It's a very short and simple quote. Now, in a nation built on petroleum, where virtually all government revenue is derived from the sale of the nation's massive store of oil and natural gas, citizens have spent the past few weeks in a rolling energy crisis and increased traffic on our major roads. Now, it's our ladies' night out, but we have a gentleman, a ladies' man in the building. So, Nama, Glory, Olajide Oduyoye, and I will be discussing citizens' role in traffic management amidst the fuel scarcity. And when we open our phone lines, we'll really love to hear what you have to say about this. But first, please don't bash our girl. It didn't come under capacity. It just came to gist with us.
Exactly.
When you call, let me know what you ahead of time. But we'll do that right after the break to see what we found in the news. Stay with us. Centuries, and this solemn feast prepared Christians for the season of Lent and used up valuable meat and supplies they would be abstaining from in the days to come. Now, traditions surrounding the days have changed through the ages, through time and culture. But do you have like special things you do before the Lent season? And why is it that people cut
And participate in high-level dialogue sessions on the environment at the event as well. He will also be accompanied by the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Godfrey Onyama, Minister of State for the Environment, Sharon Ikazo, National Security Advisor, Major General Baba Gana, and Director General, National Intelligence Agency, Ambassador Ahmed Rufai Abubakar, and the Chief Executive Officer of Nigerians in Diaspora, Abike Dabiri. So, long and short of the story is that the president has gone off on another 2-week medical assignment, and well, it's still. I don't want to talk too much on this, but I want to be able to put out that we wish him the best, and hopefully, this will probably be the last of the medical checkups that he would have to go for before he hands over, because
to the second person, to the next person that will also start begin the medical surgery.
Trips that were needed.
Okay, so
for this dispensation.
You want to say something on this?
Not yet.
And two, if I may say again, I think this will also inform us when we are participating in the elections. We want people who are healthy to be able to be put in government, so that they can focus most of their energy towards doing the job that they're
okay, so
to do.
I know that occupying that position can be really tasking. Some people like Obama went with full black hair. They came out with all white hair, looking very old.
It was
and all
white
of that.
hair, not that he had to.
No. So let me explain something.
Time.
So the point I'm driving at is, these things would always continue and would always get our government officials going abroad for medical checkup. I don't have a problem with that. The only problem that I have is who funds this trip. Now you're going on a medical trip. Look at the list of people that you listed,
that
right?
are following.
Now on this is on one hand. There's a video also going round of Bisi Fayemi, that's the governor of Ekiti State, the wife, leading a delegation of women to go and give a birthday cake to the wife of the president in Dubai, singing happy birthday song to her. That is another delegation of money that has gone
Not
on
just
one
money,
hand.
but
Now a third
public
video
officers who are supposed to be.
third is going abroad all the time for medical checkup. How do we solve education the problems, the challenges we have in education. If all our government, most of our government officials, even me, I'm not a, tell me how we'll fix it.
To bamboozle us, to promise us that we're going to get this, we'll give you good roads, we'll give you education, free education, health care, because those are the expectations of the average Nigerians. Like, we're really not asking for much. And so they know that. But then the question is, if I was a crooked politician and I'm thinking long term, and I'm thinking about my family and my friends to keep them in power perpetually, why would I want to make things right? That's number one. Why would I really? Because once it is right, then we see, then we would not need all those stories anymore. All right? You will have to really do more. And then maybe you're afraid I'm not able to meet up with these people because now they're more intelligent. Why should I make it right? The second one is we worship money a bit too much. And we've seen that it's not the, it's the foreign currency that sets us different from everybody else. So the easiest and fastest and most legitimate way of putting foreign currency into your account and going abroad is by keep on going for medical trips, keep on going for all these things, because the system will say to you, have ESTA code and stuff like that, legitimate reason. But at the end of the day, we're just killing ourselves. And I find a lot of them to be totally unserious, because what does it really take for a local government? We have 774 local governments. What does it take for a local government to say, you know what, each year I would make sure I build a beautiful, functional medical system. Center. And if you now have 4 years, then which means in each local government, you have 4. And that is how you build. That is how you build in major cities. We need to start thinking, and which is what I fear about the people that will say we're voting whether they're sick or not. It's not about whether they're sick. When they're sick, they'll just be sick. If they're not sick, they will soon be sick, because people are swearing for them.
Oh, no, wow.
All right? No, it's true. You need to go to the market and see people.
Hear the calls of the people.
People are cursing, but they don't see it because they just see the money like, no matter what. I don't know if you Yoruba could see there's no amount of swearing that can overcome money. When you see money, cost would go. That is a mentality. Wow. But sickness on leaders that are not listening to the people, not feeling the pulse, is real.
Okay, quickly, because we're running out of time. I will run out of time, Madam. Go ahead.
Okay,
your story, yes. Oh, you want to say something quickly?
I just wanted to quickly chip in on. First off, a lot of money has gone into the medical sector in Nigeria. So I'm still wondering why our leaders have. You see, there are other things which, when you see online, you'll be like, what's really going on? So there's this story I found online. Man falls in love with triplets, marries all 3 sisters in cute wedding ceremony on the same day. Luizo, a polygamous man from Kalehe, South Kivu in DR Congo, recently married triplet Natasha, Natalie, Nadege in a colorful wedding ceremony. The man said he was shocked to interact with her.
Depends on if the women...
Let us be real.
I understand
there are lots of women going to the top of the mountain to go and pray
for husband,
looking for letting somebody's son come and marry me.
It is up to the people who are involved. If the sisters felt that that it was okay for them to marry one man,
it's not okay.
It's up to them. For me, it would not be okay.
I can't even think it.
Okay, 2 stories, right? But what about the story about the twin sisters that insisted? I think they're about 40 years old now and they're not married, right? And they insisted
that the same person.
God bless you. So what's that?
I'm a twin, and I'm taking it personal.
You see, they insisted. They insisted. Then there's another country in southern or central Africa that is saying, listen, there's shortage of men.
This is how you used to receive all the women.
And so all the Nigerians are now. Some Nigerians say, well, me, I want Jackma.
I don't think it's founded.
No, it is though. That's the narrative out there that men are scarce.
It's a narrative, but is it fact?
No.
Yes, it is.
In terms of instead of statistics and data.
It is. I know.
You know, because
like, how do you 3 of you sisters
go work, don't worry.
with the same
for me,
man?
it's not going to work. But if it works for them,
Listen,
it's
if
fine.
you go to church, that's how you know.
Okay, so let me quickly take my story because we have run out of time. We have a hot topic to talk about today. Lala Kinloju. she reacted to this conversation because first of all, so according to entry rather, because they were not wearing underwear, security guards were sanctioned at the school entrance to check the students, or stationed at the school entrance to check the students whose dressing were not in line with the policy. So
my question is
this country,
really, and this is my
there's
concern.
a no bra day, by the way, and that day I'm not going to wear a bra. I will come without a bra. Let me see who will stop me from going on
okay,
air.
thank you for the heads up.
TV.
But my
TV will be
concern,
cracking everywhere.
my concern really is that we tend to focus all of our effort. But do you know
I'm
that
trying to
some
defend-
people
It's not-
still wear bras and still have
Yes,
pointy
so that's why they now have
So
like
it's not
bra.
the-
They use nipple pads to cover it. No, I'm just trying to help the
No.
No.
But let's be honest, right?
Yes.
I think just like you would probably have it in church.
They now say pants. So they check a boy that is
I've seen people who are wearing boxers.
after the break. We'll go on a break now. I want to discuss what are we discussing? Fuel scarcity. It's not Bryce. No, it's not fuel scarcity. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
They would make mistakes. But what differentiates a leader from every other person is actually that bird's eye view. You could look at someone that you say, this guy is a leader, he's not so great at what he's doing. It's easy. I can tell you, when I became CEO, I forgave every CEO I've ever worked with in my life. Because there is a lot of work, a lot of things you don't normally see.
All right, thanks for staying with us. Despite the federal government's promises that petrol scarcity would soon be over, the scarcity of products continued. And yesterday in Abuja, Lagos, Oyo, and Ogun States, the Nigerian Union of Petroleum and Natural Gas Workers, that's NUPENG, also directed its of the difficult exactly causes this traffic whenever we have fuel shortages and all of that. What is the real cause of that thing? What brings that scarcity?
Well,
That traffic,
the
rather,
traffic,
the chaos.
yeah. Well, the chaos obviously went of the permissions to create an opportunity for you to make extra money.
Black market.
In fact,
And you're
lo
going back.
and behold, I came to meet my jungle forecast to be on the road. So they will still go out and send the drivers or whoever to go and queue. So when you have numbers of family bail away, you use the right lane to go
do the
into
queue,
the
yeah.
petrol station. But when I got to the petrol station, they counted. There were 10 vehicles
Trying to go
at an
into
angle,
one
trying
at
to
the
go
same time.
into one. Why would you do that? Because for you to reach there, you have to look after the cars. Like when it breaks down outside, because you're not caring about
The
somebody
next
else.
person.
And that is where the citizens need to come. Okay, so there's a problem. But what actions do you take? What's
It's about today I stayed, but actually this is on others, and there is the conflict and the fighting, and find people parked on the
Information has been going on towards the crisis situation in terms of fuel scarcity. And I was like, citizen role, it's all about consideration. You know what? I can't over preach this
Word.
this word because until we have humanity
yeah.
across all the way
It's a doorway.
all the way round, and that means the rest of us who are just commuters who don't want to
You
get
don't-
fuel,
yeah.
we don't have any business about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I had to find making sure actions.
So this thing is actually it's multifaceted. The problem,
But
it
not
is-
use that
it-
as Oh. And the Okadas.
kegs.
And the Okadas.
Do you understand? Kegs are, instead of you to line up kegs decently, are on a line, cars on a line, and all of that. But they're not thinking of that.
No, they're not. They're not going to think of that because, in fact, you actually
That means
you
they're not
actually
going to
stole
make extra money.
you actually stole some of the solutions that we should have preferred. In fact, the government needs to step in because situations can happen at
comes
any
back to
time,
the
right?
government.
I would have expected the government of the day right now to mandate all the petrol stations, right, that they must put a proper traffic management system in place. I.e., you have the metal barriers so that even when you have entry into the petrol station that is more than one, you reduce it to